In the last class, we discussed about the types of angles and how to measure an angle. And you know that with the help of the protractor, we can measure the angle. And how many types of angles are there? Zero angle, acute angle, obtuse angle, reflex angle, straight angle, and the complete angle. These are things we have discussed here. Now, based on this concept, we are going to solve exercise 5.2 now. Now see exercise 5.2 first question. So here this first question, I think you can do it as a homework. Just you need to state whether the given statement is true or false. Just I will explain, you do this as the homework. And similarly I hope 1, 2, 3. These three questions you can do it, just it is in the form of objective, so you can do, I will explain. Here the first question, write true or false. Just you need to state whether the given statements are true or false. The first one, they have given here an angle smaller than right angle is acute angle. Here, what is the statement they have given here? An angle smaller than right angle. That means if you take any angle which is smaller than right angle, right angle is nothing but, you know that right angle is nothing but 90 degrees, right? So here, if you take any angle smaller than 90, that means here consider 45, 60, 70, 80. These are all the angles which is less than 90 degrees. And you can observe that all these angles are acute angles. Because what is meaning the acute angle? If the angle lies in between 0 and 90, those types of angles we call it as an acute angles. That means here you can observe that these are all the angles which is less than 90. So we can say that these angles are the acute angles. So the first statement is true. And the second one, a right angle measures 180 degrees. Clearly this statement is false. You know that right angle is nothing but 90 degrees. So which is false. And after that, a straight angle measures 90 degrees. So you know that again the straight angle which is nothing but 180 degrees, here they have given 90 degrees. So this statement is false. Now see the fourth statement, the measure greater than 180 degrees is a reflex angle. Right? This statement is true. You know that the angle which is greater than 180 degrees, what we call the type of angle which is nothing but the reflex angle. So you can state this statement is true. A complete angle measures 360 degrees. This is also a true. Now see the second question. Which angles in the adjacent figure are acute and which are obtuse? So here you have given here one parallelogram. You can observe here you have given one parallelogram. In that, what are the obtuse angle and what are the acute angle you need to write. Just measure this one. If the angle is less than 90, we can say that those are acute angle, and if the angle lies in between 90 and 180, those angles we call it as an obtuse angle. This one you can do it as an homework, but clearly you can observe here the second question, angle 1 and angle 3, these are the acute angles. Just you can measure it with the help of the protractor, and angle 2 and angle 4, these are the obtuse angles. This one is also the homework. And the third one, here what is the measure of each angles? Which is the larger angle? Draw an angle larger than the largest angle. Here in the third question, if you see page number 68, here they have given here three angles. And with the help of your protractor, you have to measure these angles. And here the blank space is given. In that blank space, you need to write what is the angle there. Here, you can do this problem because I have the long protractor, I cannot measure. So, I am giving this one as a homework. If you have any doubt, you can ask. And here, after measuring, clearly you can identify the first one, you will get the 60 degrees, and the second one which is 120 degrees, and the third one which is 90 degrees. And the question still not completed. What they ask here, what is the measure of these angles? And you need to measure all these angles with the help of the protractor. And which is the largest angle? And among can observe that this angle like this they have given. And the second one, here this one. And the third one, this one. Right? And here after measuring, you will get this angle as 60 degrees and this angle as 120 degrees and this angle as 90 degrees. And in the question, they are asking here what is the largest angle? What is the largest angle among this one? Which is 120 degrees. So, you have to write it here. 120 degrees is the largest angle. And after that, what is said here? Draw an angle larger than the largest angle. That means here, after you can observe that this 120 degrees is the larger angle. Now, you need to draw an angle such that which is greater than 120 degrees. That means you can draw here 135, 140 or 180, your wish. But you need to draw one more angle such that that angle should be greater than 120 degrees. You know how to draw? So here, what we got in here, 120 degrees is the largest angle, and you need to draw one angle such that that angle should be greater than 120 degrees. Let us suppose if you want to draw an angle of 130 degrees, and you know that this angle is greater than 120 degrees. So here, first what we need to do, we need to draw one line. Your wish. Since the measurement, you can take any measurement and draw here one line segment. Suppose at this point if you want to draw 135 degrees, so what we need to do here, with the help of the protractor, you have to draw here 130 degrees and this arrow mark you need to coincide with this vertex. Right, like this you need to keep. You can observe that this line is coinciding this line, and in the protractor, if you see the protractor in your geometry box, you can observe that here one line will be there and here this side also one line will be there. So that line should coincide with this line. Like that you need to keep the protractor. So here I am keeping like this, and after that here you can observe that which line you are taking. This line you are taking the protractor. So you need to count at this point 0. Where is 0? Here, this one. Here if you can count here, 0 is there, but here line is not there. So here, which line I have chosen this line so that I need to count in here the inner scale. So here 130 degrees is there. So where is 130 here? You can observe that here 130 is there, and above keep it here one point. Now here you can join that point and this vertex. Like this. So, what is this angle which is nothing but 130 degrees. So, this is the question they have given. They just asked here, draw the angle which is greater than 120 degrees. By your choice, you can do it. I have drawn here 130. So, if you want to draw the other angle, you can draw, but it should be greater than 120 degrees. Now, see the next question. Fourth question, here write the type of angle formed in between the long hand and the short hand of a clock. In a clock, you will observe that there are different timings. Here the timings of the clock they have given. Based on the timings of the clock, you need to state what type of angle you can observe at that time. So here the first one at 9 o'clock in the morning. So here 9 o'clock in the morning, how the angle will look like. So here you can observe that so here 9 o'clock in the morning, that means the angle should be like this, right? Here what is the angle that you can observe here, which is nothing but the right angle, right? Here we, you know that these two lines are the evening. At 6 o'clock, how the angle will look like? So at 6 o'clock means how it will look like here. This is 1, this is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right? So here at 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock, you can observe that like this it will be there. Right? So here you can observe that here you will get a straight line. So here what type of angle it is? Straight angle. So write it here the first one which is the right angle and the second one which is the straight angle. And see the third one in this, what they ask here at 12 noon. So at 12 noon, how the clock will look like? The next one they are asking at 12 noon. So at 12 noon you can observe that both the hands of a clock will coincide with each other. So you will get like this. So what type of angle you can observe here? You can observe here 0 angle will be there at 12 o'clock. Now see the next question they ask here at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So here at 4 o'clock what type of angle you can observe? Let's see here. Then asking at 4 o'clock what type of angle you can observe here. 4 o'clock means you will get here like this. This is 4, right? So you can observe that the angle will look like this. So what type of angle you can observe here? Clearly you can observe that this angle is greater than 90 degrees. Here if you draw here separately how it is looking like this. Right? If you know that this type of angle we call it as an acute angle, and if these two lines are perpendicular you will get a right angle, and if you take more than that you will get an obtuse angle. So clearly you can observe that this angle is an obtuse angle. So write it here obtuse angle. So at 4 o'clock what type of angle you can observe in the clock, which is the obtuse angle. And now see the next one. At 8 o'clock in the night. So at 8 o'clock what type of angle you can observe here? I have 12, 3, 6, 9. So here they ask here 8. So 8 will be here. I am not drawing full. So here at 8 o'clock the time is like this. So what type of angle you can observe here? The clock will move like this, right? So here you can observe that this total angle you can count. So what type of angle this one? Which is nothing but the reflex angle. So these are the types of angles you can observe at these timings. Now see the last question in this exercise. Match the angles by the measure. Draw figures for these as well. So here they have given here acute angle. The next one right angle. Obtuse angle. Reflex angle. Straight angle. Here the angles are given as 90 degrees, 270 and after that 45, 180, 150. So here you need to match the angle. So here these are the types of angles and here the angles they have given. Based on the angle you need to match here. So here first one I am going from this or you can go like this. So here let us go from this side. So here acute angle. What is the meaning of acute angle? If the angle lies in between 0 and 90. Let us see here what are the this one. So you can state it here, this angle is an acute angle. So you need to match this one, right? So here, and after that the right angle. You know that the right angle measures 90 degrees. So this one. And similarly the obtuse angle. What is meant by the obtuse angle? If the angle lies in between 90 to 180, that means the angle should be greater than 90 and it should be less than 180. Is there any angle like that? Yes, you can observe that 150 degrees is less than 180. So this one belongs to the obtuse angle. And what is meant by the reflex angle? The angle should lie in between 180 and 360. That means the angle should be less than 360 and greater than 180. So is there any angle? Right. Here you can observe that 270 is there, which is less than 360. So this angle is the reflex angle. And what is meant by the straight angle? If the angle measures 180 degrees, that type of angle we call it as a straight angle. So this one will come under the straight angle. So if you know the types of the angles, you can clearly match these ones. And in the next session, we are going to start about you are going to learn about the intersecting lines, perpendicular lines and the parallel lines. From this session is completed.